Hi, Elena, Brooklyn, with YouTube Pilates. We are going to be doing a spine corrector or small barrel, whatever your language is. That's blue. Workout today, okay? So a little classical. I think I've missed this barrel. I haven't done barrel workout in a little bit. So usually I can't help myself but go classical with that. So we'll see how it goes. That being said, get your barrel. If your barrel doesn't look like this, that's okay. They all look different. Don't worry about this back piece. It's just how my barrel is made. Okay. So how my lingo for spine correctors is that this is a step. This is the barrel. This is the step. This is the barrel. This is the step. This is the barrel. Okay. We're going to sit down on the floor. Your back's going to be up against the barrel. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. So once you have that, I want your shoulders to be on the barrel. All of our barrels are different. The arcs are going to be bigger or smaller. I want your shoulders to try to be on the arch where I scooted down to where I can feel my shoulders on this without me having to go into a big back extension. So my shoulders, if I had to do this, I would have to go into that back extension to hit it. And I don't want that. I'm going to scoot down to where my shoulders are there. So my feet are hip width apart, your arms reach, and I'm going to just tuck my head where my eyes are on my thighs. Reach my arms forward, reach our arms forward, bring your arms back. So shoulders peel off the barrel, shoulders come down. Shoulders peel off the barrel, shoulders come back down to it. Keep this up. I like this little movement because it just shows me how my shoulders are today, what needs to be worked out. Now hold it where your shoulders touch the barrel. Reach your arms up, lower your arms down. Arms up, down. Now feet are flat. Your toes are pointed wherever your knees are pointed, nice and forward. Legs, to me, when I say hip width apart, is where those legs come out of your hips. Now reach your arms up, keep your shoulders even from left to right side. Lower one arm down, and then you switch it simultaneously. Switch. Good. Now from here, reach up. I want you to arch back with a little back extension for you. Circle your arms around and forward and towards the legs. Reach up. These are our up circles here. And then let's go down, down circles. Little back extension. So how you know the difference between down circles and up circles is when those arms are in front of you and the way they're moving. So our arms are moving down. Those are down circles. Our arms are going down, down circles. One more. Just so you get it. Let's reverse it. Lift your arms. Go out to the side. These are our up circles. Wait, lift. Okay, enough with that. Now from here, I want you to slowly help yourself out of this position. And then we're going to sit on the step. So go ahead and get yourself up and over there to get on the step. There's not that many graceful ways to get around. You could though. Once you sit on the step, let's sit up on the edge of the step. So I'm either scooted into that little crevice or up here on the edge. Sitting on the edge, feet are flat. Your shins are nice and parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward. Find your C-spine. So your shoulders stay over your hips as you round your spine into a C shape. And then you inhale, sit up tall. Keep this going. Try to keep those shoulders over your hips. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Inhale up. Curl. And then here, hands go on, and they're going to assist you to lean back. I'm going to scoot my bum down a little bit. If you need to use your hands to the top of the barrel, do so. So I have my bum on the edge of the step, and now my back is on the barrel. I have this gap between and that little crevice of the step. From here, my hands either are touching on the edge of the step or they're reaching forward, whatever you feel like you can handle. One leg comes to tabletop, bring it down. Other leg lifts, you lower. Exhale. Keep this up. In this tabletop, you think about stabilizing your pelvis and bringing your thigh closer to your body with that exhale. Good. We have some muscles that with that exhale and those abs contract, it pulls that thigh closer to us. Thank you, Soaz. Hold one leg up, keep it. Let's switch simultaneously. Stabilize the hips. Can our arms reach up to the ceiling? Keep those ribs nice and stable. They don't lift. Hold both legs up into tabletop. Reach back into a back extension. Circle the arms out to the side, around. Crunch it up, exhale. Reach up to the ceiling, lean back. Circle the arms out to the side and around. Lift up into a crunch, exhale. Inhale back and around. Circle around, exhale. Inhale. Circle back and around. Last pass. And then we reverse it down and around. Go into that back extension. Arms up. Exhale up. Do what you can. No pinching, no pain. To me, spine correctors or barrels are big detoxes. It really puts you in some positions that you just don't get into that often. And it feels like it's a little overwhelming to process it. It's like, oh, let that little detox go. Let those fibers of your fascia release. Now from here, bring one leg down, the other leg down. You're going to scoot your bum back to where it's in the crevice. Reach your arms back behind you. They go up to the ceiling. Lift your head. This is an inhale. Here's your exhale as you curl your spine up off the barrel. Sit tall. So that C-spine thing again. But now we're in the crevice. It feels different. Round into the C-spine. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, don't let those thighs shift. Keep those toes and knees pointed forward to wherever you're looking. One more time. Be dramatic in this movement. Round back. The low back is on. Your hands interlace back behind your head. Your thumbs trace down your neck. From here, you sit up a little bit, you curl back. You sit up a little bit, you curl back. Find a good position for you where it feels okay. One more. Crunch up a little, hold it. Can we bring one leg into tabletop? Bring it down. Other leg into tabletop. Bring it down. Go back. Exhale, crunch it up. Opposite leg, tabletop. Bring it down. Other leg. Bring it down and go back. I want you to go into a crisscross. You crunch up, opposite elbow to a knee. Bring one leg up and cross over towards it. Bring it back down. Exhale, crunch it up and twist. Release back down. Crunch it up and twist. Exhale. Inhaling through our nose. Exhaling out of our mouth. Couple more passes. Last pass on either side. Good. Let's release back. Okay. Now from here, I want you to scoot your bum down towards the edge of the step a little bit. Now, our back is long. I call these flat back crunches. You lift up a little and then you release it. Lift it up a little and then you release it. So I want you to get your eyes towards your thighs. If you're looking kind of over those knees when you crunch up. So whenever you do your roll-ups in Pilates and you have to lift that spine up off the mat, this little first section that we're doing right now is normally an inhale, but sometimes it's challenging if you don't have that strength yet, especially if it's not tied into your breath properly. So let's try that inhale as you lift your head so it changes that focus a little bit. And then exhale down. I like to start learning it, teaching it with that exhale lift so you get that muscle strength. And then once you have it, we can build on. What do you mean build on? I'll kind of show you. I'll give you a taste. Lift up in that crunch and stay there. So from here, lift one leg to tabletop, other leg into tabletop. So this is that lifted crunch. Like if you're on the mat, this is that lift that I usually want you at. So let's bring both hands on either knee, on one knee, both hands on one knee. Extend the other leg out. Let's pull towards our body, switch to the other side. You pull closer, and you switch. So it's an exhale, exhale, switch, exhale, exhale, switch, exhale, exhale, switch. Last pass. And the other side. Pull both knees in. Keep your crunch. You reach your legs out and your arms up and over your head. This is an inhale. You circle the arms out to the side, then you pull in the knees. Exhale. Inhale, open yourself. Circle the arms out to the side. Exhale, pull yourself in. Inhale, open. Exhale. Notice how the arms start this and then the knees pull in. Inhale. Arms started, exhale, knees. Last pass. I'm giving you your core 5 right here, by the way. Bring your hands back behind your head. Extend the legs to the ceiling. Point those legs down. Point the ankles down. Flex as you come up. Point lower. Flex, lift. Point lower. Flex, lift. 2 more. Point lower. Flex, lift. Last pass. Point lower. Flex, lift. Both hands on one calf, knee, thigh, whatever you can hold on to. Other leg goes down. You think bicep curl, switch to the other side. Bend the elbows, switch. It's a switch, 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 switch. Now it's the last of them. Bend the knees in, interlace your hands back behind your head. It's that crisscross. We switch. Exhale. Switch. We already did crisscross, but we got to do the core 5 fully, right? Exhale. Switch. Core 5, they're not part of your classical moves. 2 of them are. And then you have your core 5 separate of that. So don't get confused if you don't get this in your classical repertoire. 2 more. Joseph Pilates taught it. Last pass. Good. Bend the knees in. Bring one foot down, other foot down, relax back. Now from here, let's get a stretch throughout your abdomen. Bring your butt back to the crease. Relax your head back. Let's go into arm circles. Keep your head back how it is. So in this repertoire of circles and scissors, how we started our exercise, how we started our workout. I like to do these as they advanced when I'm trying to relax during my workout, switch to the other side. Like an ample opportunity right now. It's like we're working out, but at the same time, we kind of need this stretch to saving those easier workouts to when you need them in the flow. Okay, I'm going to keep my head drop back, and I'm going to keep it aligned. I'm going to keep it aligned with the barrel, and I'm going to push into my feet to slide my body back. Now the head and the shoulders find the mat only. The head and the shoulders find the mat only. Everybody's barrel is different. You'll have something to hold on to. Usually there's slits, there's handles, all of them are made different. But find your something to hang on to. I usually have these handles, but I don't have them on here. So once your head and your shoulders are on, you're trying to get up against your barrel. And the whole time you're trying to keep your barrel up against you and your body up against the barrel. The more we move into this series, if you slide off your barrel, take the time to get back into the proper position as you move here, okay? So, and you notice in your arm strength, holding yourself to your barrel, it's part of the workout. So one leg comes to tabletop, other leg comes to tabletop. Bring one leg down, other leg down. Now let's see if your opposite side can start it. One leg tabletop, other leg to tabletop. Bring one leg down, other leg down. Lift one leg to tabletop. Now from here, bring it down, other leg up. Bring it down. So just getting your low back and your hips, hip flexors, used to this. It's a big stretch. We need it. We sit down a lot. We close this part of our body off. So to get the strength to pull out of that flexibility is huge. We need it. And then try not to rock our pelvis as we do it. So be patient with yourself. Lift the other leg in tabletop or here. Now, don't roll off your barrel. Keep your legs together. Sides of the knees stay together. Sway your legs one direction and then pull to the center. Keep the sides of the knees together. Sway to the other side and then pull it to the center. Now, as you do this, some barrels are really light and you know your range of motion because your barrel will kind of lift up on you. That's kind of the beauty of the barrel. Finding that range of motion for you to ride that edge and you feel comfortable riding that edge. A couple more. These basic moves are a lot. To get into these harder moves, you need to have this balance in the base and the basic stuff. Okay, reach your legs up. Legs come up and over your head. They stay parallel to the ground. Now remember when I was like, your barrel moves away from you? When you're here, it's easy to pull the barrel closer to you. So try to use that if you ever need it. Now open the legs up hip width apart. You roll down. We're doing our little rollovers. Roll the pelvis down. Once your booty hits, open the legs out to the side, circle around and down and together. Lift the legs up and over. It's an exhale as you peel your butt off. Legs are parallel to the floor. Inhale, open up hip width apart. Exhale as you slowly roll your back onto the barrel. Open the legs out to the side, around, and together. We got one more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale as you roll that spine off the barrel. Legs parallel to the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale as you roll down. Now we're going to reverse this. Open the legs around and then keep them hip width apart. Here's our reverse. They're hip width apart as you lift up. Exhale as you go up and over. Close the legs, inhale. Exhale as you roll down. Once your butt hits the barrel, open the legs out to the side, around, and hip width apart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, close. Exhale, roll down. Once your butt hits, open around and hip width apart. Last pass, lift. Exhale, up and over. And then close and roll down. Circle around. Once the booty hits, around and together. Lift them. Now, make any adjustments you need to. We've been moving. So as you can see, I have to move my body closer to the barrel to make it work. Lift the legs straight to the ceiling. We're getting into our scissor. You bring one leg down, one leg close to your head. Now, from this scissor, I want you to take note that when you are up towards the ceiling, that is the middle of your scissor. Try not to let your upper leg come up too close to your head or your lower leg to go down to the barrel too much. I want that split to be nice and even with the ceiling. Now switch it. That is always in your scissors. It's always in your mind. So as you scissor, it's an exhale. Inhale, start to switch. Exhale. Remember? No, I was talking about, no, I wasn't talking about that. But I'll go ahead and talk about it now. In Pilates, our breath pattern, you exhale on the work, and there's a couple exceptions. One big one is that you inhale on back extensions. It's not a good opportunity to show you that, so just move on, catch it another time and throw it. And then sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you exhale on flexibility. So, that's my flexibility. Inhale, switch. Good. Couple more passes. And those are the only two exceptions in my world, how I teach it. Now from here, find the split, keep the split. Always find your split when you do your bicycle. So start to bicycle around these legs. You hit your split. Bicycle it around. Hit your split. Bicycle, split. Bicycle, split. So take your time. So many times in our bicycles, it's not executed properly because we just don't know. So just find that length Notice what your knees and ankles want to do. Have integrity how you move. Try to move in that proper alignment, that proper line. I get it. It doesn't want to do it. You're tight. We all have habitual patterns that we're not sitting properly. We're not crossing our legs properly. So, well, we probably shouldn't be crossing our legs. So this is our time to break that up. Reverse your bicycle. You always reverse your bicycle. Now, if you're ever taking a class and it's not reversed, that's okay. Who cares? Turn the page. Good. Reverse. Sometimes that can be a little too classical. Calm down, Elena. Be flexible in all the ways. Good. 2 more. Last pass. Now our helicopter. So you're in your split. Think you split your legs. Let's go ahead and split them. And then from here, you circle the legs out to the side. One goes to one side, one goes to the other. That split switches place. You switch your split. Switch, and then you circle around. This is our way to switch legs either time on that helicopter. And switch. And switch. Now from here, hold it. Go to the other way. And then switch. Hopefully, I got you on your right helicopter. I think so. I did a little double to get balance on mine. Helicopter. So as you can see, we're doing the same helicopter when you do that one scissor split. And because I can't help myself, I want to teach you this. So you can alternate sides. You helicopter around, and then you do a double scissor. You scissor 1, you scissor 2, you helicopter. You scissor 1, you scissor 2, you helicopter. That lets you alternate what helicopter you do on either side. If you get confused with your numbers, you don't like to count. Some of us don't like to count. Good. And some of us like to count. Let us be who we are. Authentic yet connected. Good. Bend or bring your legs up to the ceiling. Bend your knees. I want your knees to come towards your body. If your barrel is light enough, you can push your barrel away from you at this point. I have a heavy barrel, so I have to mosey myself out of this. So from here, I want your feet, now let's relax. This is our little rest position on the on the small barrel spine correctors. One of my favorite moves. I say that a lot, but I mean it. Okay, so hands are by your side, palms are down. You bring one foot on top of the barrel, other foot on top of the barrel. Now from here, curl your spine. Your legs are where the hips come out, or where your feet are where your legs come out of your hips. You round your spine up bone by bone, and you curl up to your shoulders. Not on your neck, to your shoulders. Roll down. Let's do a couple bridges. Exhale as you curl up bone by bone, pushing into those feet, pressing into those hips, lifting, rounding down. Good. Now let's do some feel-good movements. Lift those hips. Now shift your hips over to one side. Shift your hips over to the other. Go to the middle. Shift to the opposite side. Shift to the middle, or shift to the opposite side, and then shift to the middle. Roll down the spine a little bit. So you shift your hips over one way, you shift them to the other, go to the middle. Then you go to the opposite side you started. Shift one way, shift to the other, go to the middle, roll down a little bit. Shift one way, shift to the other, go to the middle, shift opposite, go to the other, go to the middle, roll down, shift one way, shift to the other, go to the middle, shift to the other, shift to the other, go to the middle, roll down. You shift, you middle, you shift, you go to the middle, roll down, roll up bone by bone. Hopefully it feels more lubricated. Yeah, it does. Enjoy that. Get to the top, inhale, roll down bone by bone. Go drape your legs the top of the barrel. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. And do a little teaser prep. Reach your arms back in space. You reach your arms to your thighs, lift your head. This is that inhale. That's what I was talking about earlier. Exhale from here. Curl up. If you need to help yourself up, do whatever you need to get up. A little piece of crap. Okay, let's come out of this position. From here, I want us to come to our hands and knees. But knees are going to be on the edge of the step. Our hands are going to be on top of the barrel. So a little balance section to this. So knees are on the step, hands are on the barrel. So hopefully this is comfortable for you wherever you are with your barrel. So from here, my feet are trying to be lifted off the floor. Extend one leg back, bring it in, and the other leg back. Let's find this little alternation. Exhaling, back, middle. Try to stabilize your torso, the table of your torso that you're creating. Now you ready, my friends? Of course you are. You're going to extend the opposite arm out as you bring that leg back, and bring it down, and then the other. Bring it down. Let's slow this down a little bit. I had you at a fast pace. We didn't have time to grab onto it. Woo. Holy moly. Couple more. Challenging today. Last pass. Don't you just love it when you find that? I do. Okay. So from here, round that spine like a C-spine. Inhale, go into that little back extension, cat-cow. Exhale. Last pass. Neutral spine, bring those feet down. Go into a little pike. Shift forward to a plank. If you need to walk your feet back forward or back, do so. Pike, plank. So we do pikes and planks a lot in the practice of Pilates on a lot of different apparatuses. I've realized the longer I've practiced that on every apparatus we have that exact exercise. It's just done to whatever that apparatus is. And it really helped me group all the exercises together mentally. So, and then at the same time, it helped me realize what apparatus helps you with certain moves or pike to plank. It definitely can get a lot harder on different apparatuses. So from here, let's keep this. Let's lift one foot, lower it down, the other foot. So this is our front support, our mat front support here on the barrel. Now let's do it traditionally. Lift the leg, you flex both feet, you point both feet, you bring that leg down. You lift the other leg, you flex, you point, you lower. You lift, flex both feet, point both feet, you lower. You lift, flex both, point both, you lower. You lift, you flex, you point, you lower. You lift, you flex, you point, you lower. You lift sometimes. Your body didn't want to do what you wanted to do. Lift, flex, and point. Bring it back down, pike it up. Do a couple pike and planks. Calm your soul down. Pilates is all about rubbing that edge of your comfort zone and then you changing what that edge of your comfort zone is. Perceiving it as calm, moving with control. You can't always control what I'm about to teach you, what we're about to move into. So for you to perceive it as calm and practice that way. Okay, plank it out. Keep it. Just hold. Good, bend these knees down. Let's find your bum back on the step. And then let's relax back onto the barrel. If this is too much for you to relax on the barrel in this manner, you can always scoot your hips down towards the edge of the step, and it makes it a lot more comfortable to wherever your back is that day, okay? Find that sense of calm. I want you to be calm. And sometimes, like I said in this workout, that the spine corrector really detoxes you. It really rubs that edge. And just drape. Take a big breath in. Create space in your abdominal wall to let it spread through your limbs, your head, and let it go. Close your eyes. Fill these lungs up. Be grateful for this air. The number one thing our body needs is this air. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for good sleep, our food, our shelter, our home, in those words. Our community, wherever that connection comes from. Maybe it's not a community, maybe it's within yourself. It can hermit sometimes, so I totally understand finding it within. And your joy. Be so excited when you can find that joy. I want you to roll to your side. Slowly help yourself out of this position. Take your time. As you can tell, it's a detox and it's a lot for your brain to get used to that sitting back up. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me today with this barrel / spine corrector workout. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you. Comment, let me know if you want any specific content, and I can try my best to get it out there for you. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you with everything I got. Peace.